officials have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Judicials offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good and so consistent. Palmer.
There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early on the option. He'll toss it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Knox.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got his man down the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Now on the move. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Gives it on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They go to the draw. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. The give on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll go back to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Morris. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They'll leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense. Just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jazz, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. end zone for a touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over.
On the move. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Judicials are on the move. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. On the option. Now the toss. Past the first down marker and still running. Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
And the Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's York. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Punt is in the air. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Determined run, but he stopped that for 2 yards down at the 13. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Knox. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He uncorks one deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. No one's going to get it. Touchdown.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell he sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The option look. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He'll pitch it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch inside the 40. There he goes. Open it up. Made a defender miss. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. With the run on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's low. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. On the run, it's O'Neal. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Judicials decide to punt it away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On the move. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the judicials send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. He'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that one is picked off in the end zone. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first two quarters under the microscope. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through two quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now this offense will take the field again. Gets the back moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the ground game. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And he'll take this one all the way home and into the end zone for a touchdown.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 35 over Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner will be knocked down. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Finds his back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Turning it on. And he's knocked down. The Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Hampton. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's a first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Trying to power it in. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Going right to work up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
And the Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Goes to the option. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got it behind the line. It's made. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Judicials will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Second down coming up.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
Gain of 5.
And the Judicials pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up second down.
They'll run play action. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They want to throw it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. Sends it back in motion to give to the big fullback. So now it's 2nd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's knocked. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Judicials can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Gonna run it. It's made. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He'll do it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.